Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Another run for Gibbs here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw caught by Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And an Orlando first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. In motion, the tight end. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Gibbs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. After 1 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Patterson's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's 4th down.
Go. Hey, middle.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
13.
To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Ravens at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Exit 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
You.
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 11 yards there. First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw. Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Now Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Goff. Got him in on the right sideline. That's Gibbs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice gain of 21 yards. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Goff now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jason Kabinda in the final seconds of the first half. And the Wizards will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
At the 42-yard line.
Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards there on third down as they pick up a 1st and 10. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Goff now looking to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Jackson, options out left. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A short throw caught by Andrews, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
It's 4th down.
Hey! You changed it.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Hey!
Now they send a man in motion right. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First down and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon.
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. David Ojabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now 2nd and 4. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here's 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Time not an issue just yet, but we'll be watching the clock for sure. Here's 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Pass complete to Higgins. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now it's Goff. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And running with power here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter play.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.